Today we are going to see how to solve a short circuit problem in any laptop. We have a Lenovo laptop motherboard. This motherboard is Compal motherboard. The motherboard model number is LA 9632P. Now this motherboard have problem, a short circuit. When we connect the adapter, the power is loaded. So we are going to solve this problem. We'll see how to solve the problem. So first we connect a DC power supply. We kept 18.4 volt, 18.5 volt on the DC power supply, and now I connect power to the motherboard, and you can see this current light is flashing on the DC power supply. This current light is flashing on the DC power supply. That means there is a short circuit in this motherboard. There is maybe problem somewhere in the motherboard. So we are going to see where is the problem and how to rectify problem in this motherboard. This one is a schematic diagram, and my current flow from here, from this first MOSFET to the second MOSFET, and from second MOSFET to here, this is my current sensing resistor. Okay, so my current flowing from adapter to from MOSFET number 1, from MOSFET number 2, and to here at current sensing resistor. So what I am going to do is, first I am going to check the resistance on the motherboard, how much the resistance is coming. And here we should get at least a minimum 100 ohm resistance with respect to ground. Now this is the motherboard, and this one is my MOSFET number 1, and turn the motherboard. This is my DC connector, DC jack, and this is my MOSFET number 2, and my current sensing resistors. This is my current sensing resistor. That's current sensing resistor, the value is 0.02 ohms. It's a 0.02 ohms. And now what I am going to do is, I kept a multimeter on a buzzer. I connect one negative probe to the ground and one positive probe I am going to connect at this current sensing resistor. Can you see? The value is coming 0. Here I should get above 100 ohm, but I am getting a 0 ohm resistance. That means there is a short circuit in this voltage section. Okay, so what I am going to do is, I am going to give 18 volt power to this current sensing resistor, and after giving the voltage to this current sensing resistor, my current will be shoot up, and whichever the component is hot, whichever component is bad, it will get hot. Okay, so we'll check. Now I'll connect two probe. Two probe to the DC power, black for negative, red for positive, and black I'll connect to the ground, black connect to the ground, and this positive probe I am going to connect at that current sensing resistor. Yes, see, now my current is shoot up to 5 ampere. Current is flowing very high, and I see here this component is getting very hot. This component is getting very hot, especially this capacitor. Okay, so what I'll do is I'll remove this capacitor and I will check. I'll remove this capacitor by hot gun, and I will check again. Now I'm removing that capacitor by hot gun. The capacitor is removed. Now this capacitor is removed from the motherboard, and we are going to check this capacitor on multimeter. I kept multimeter on buzzer, and I'm going to check this capacitor. You can see the capacitor, it's showing short. Capacitor is short. Okay, now I'm going to check the same point on the multimeter on this motherboard at that current sensing resistor. One that black probe I'll connect to the ground, and red probe connect to that current sensing resistor. Okay, still the short circuit is there. Okay, so I'll connect again power supply. Power.
ये बाजू का कैपेसिटर
बोलना मत. Connect. This capacitor is getting very hot. Which one? Okay, so remove that capacitor. We'll check again. Yeah, the capacitor is removed now. We'll check again. We'll check again. Remove the capacitor. Now we are going to check in buzzer. This capacitor also showing short. Now this capacitor also bad. So we'll check now motherboard again. There are two capacitors are short in this motherboard. One point connect to the ground, and another point at that current sensing resistor. See, now the short circuit is gone, the resistance gone to the infinite. That means the short circuit is gone, the problem is solved. Now we'll connect the adapter once again. Current is showing approximately 10 milliampere. Turn on the switch. Switch is power on, and current is gone up to about 700 milliampere. That means my laptop is power on now. Problem is solved. Now we are going to check the display. We are going to connect motherboard in the laptop. Connect the power, and now we are going to turn on, and this laptop is power on and display is there. So in this we see how to solve the short circuit problem in any laptop. We have to use a DC power supply, and we have to give a current at the current sensing resistor, and we have to see which component is getting very hot, and then we have to remove that component, and in this way we see how to solve the problem in any short circuit problem. Thank you very much.